welcome to the Albert and Billy Show, everyone, here on WUAT Radio and Channel 18 BTC Fiber TV. And remember to go to BTC Fiber YouTube page, folks, and subscribe. We want you to subscribe. And thank you to the guys that have been subscribing. A lot of people have been. We do appreciate it, but we want you to continue to do that. So be sure to get on there, subscribe, give us a thumbs up. We'll appreciate that.
There you go.
Leave a comment, as long as it's nice. We appreciate that too, right, Papa?
Yeah, we'd rather have a pat on the back.
That's right. It's kind of outside. I don't know how. It's not exactly clear and sunny, but it's not cloudy either.
It's not sunny.
I guess it's somewhere in between.
So really, probably it could be hotter.
Yeah, it's not. You're right. It's not extremely hot today, is it?
Not extremely hot.
Which is great. I'm glad. Very glad.
Yeah.
I've already had enough of the humidity. Already ready for fall. The problem with spring and fall, folks, though, and Papa, I would think you would agree with this, spring and fall seem to last about 5 minutes. and winter and summer seem to drag on forever.
If I were in the slot where God is, I'm sure things would be different.
Right. Spring and fall is when it feels good, obviously, so you don't want them to end, and they end way too quick. Way too quick. But anyway, we're right in the heart of summer now. 4th of July is just around the corner, isn't it?
It'll be next week, won't it?
Yeah, I think
next Sunday.
Yeah,
it'll be a week from Sunday.
I think most people will more than likely celebrate it that Saturday. I do know on July the 3rd, they have the Star Spangled Banner celebration here in town. Yeah, it's a big event.
It's going to be on the 3rd, complete with fireworks. Yeah,
they always end it with a really good firework display. They've not been doing this many years. I'd say, I'm not sure what number this is. I'll guess it the 4th or 5th year. I could be wrong on that.
We didn't do it when I was a child.
Well,
right. That was 100 years ago.
You said that, not me. But it is a good event, folks. And Constance was on here on the radio yesterday promoting that event.
Oh, she's good at that.
Yeah, but you can watch her show also on BTC Fiber, Main Street with Constance, and I'm sure she's talking about that on her newest episode too. But it is a really good event, and the firework display is actually, it's good. It's
second to none.
It actually surprised me. I'm not gonna lie, it did.
That one and the Church of God, that's the two.
Oh, theirs
biggies.
Is really good.
Those are the two biggies.
Yes, definitely. So that will be a week from tomorrow, folks. It is the Star Spangled celebration. It's just a really good event. You need to come out and support it, that's for sure. Some other things going on. You got that one already, so I'm going to let you do that one. You just can't wait, can you?
Oh, I'm ready.
I will do one for you, though, Papa, since it's not as many as I thought. But first, before I forget, we'll wish some happy birthdays for the month of June, especially the end of June. Let's put it that way. We'll start off with happy birthday to Maddie Presley. Happy birthday to Nancy Cagle. Happy birthday to Brandy Hayes, which is on the 23rd. Zach Smith was on the is the 24th. Alyssa Smith, the 25th. Patience Summers, June 26th. And then all these will be June 27th. We got 4 on that day.
4.
Dino Swafford, Layla George, Kathy Jones, and Erica Simmons. So happy birthday, guys. Hope y'all had and will have a great birthday. How you like that?
Hope you get all the gifts you want.
That's right. If you don't want them, just send them my way. Got Vacation Bible School going on at Ebenezer Baptist Church in Dunlap. That is planned for June 28th through July the 2nd. It'll be from 6 to 8:30 p.m. each night. And the theme this year is Destination Dig Unearthing the Truth About Jesus.
That's what our emphasis was.
Really? What? Huh.
They're a Southern Baptist church.
Well, that's true. Okay. So maybe a few of Southern Baptists are doing that theme this year.
Right.
Okay. Well, that's their theme as well. And once again, it is June 28th through July 2nd, 6 to 8:30 p.m. each night. And I'll take care of this one for you, Papa. Fall Creek Falls Fire Department, well, they're going to be having their country breakfast tomorrow.
Yes.
7 to 10 a.m. Of course, it's at the Fall Creek Falls Fire Department. And they're going to have, this is the one that is a little different. We like it. It's got biscuits and gravy, scrambled eggs, and pancakes. There it is. And I still challenge all these other ones to make pancakes. Add pancakes to the menu. Pancakes, hash browns, bacon, sausage, country ham, fried bologna, fresh fruit to eat, and then to drink you can get a glass of orange juice, a cup of coffee, or a glass of milk. It's $7 per plate. Children 10 and under eat for free. And remember, this goes to the Fall Creek Falls Fire Department, so it is for a very good cause. We always emphasize these are volunteer fire departments, so that's why they do these things. They have to have money to exist, right, Papa?
But I had not noticed this fresh fruit.
Yeah, I had that. Oh no, yeah, they have that. They have that
but
too.
I don't know of any other place that serves fresh fruit.
Well, fruit. I had it fresh.
But fruit. I mean,
okay.
You have orange juice.
Yeah.
But fruit to eat for breakfast.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that.
Yeah, I mean, Fall Creek Falls, go hand it to them. They mix it up on their menu.
It's worth $7.
It is. That I like how they do that. I like that. And I'll make sure I didn't miss any of mine before you. Okay, this is one that I've been hearing about this for a while. National chain Taco Bell is still in the works. I've been hearing back and forth on this. I don't know.
It's been coming and going.
Yeah. So, but a Taco Bell on the US 127 bypass at the corner of Rockford Road near Save-A-Lot and AutoZone is in the works. City officials briefly discussed during their regularly scheduled June meeting last week, so it is in the works. Pikeville Mayor Philip Cagle, it's weird saying that, I always call him Winky. He told aldermen the company was waiting to get an address for the property from E911 before they could have material sent to the site to begin construction. Cagle said he estimated the building would be constructed quickly once crews begin the process. The property was purchased from First Farmers and Commercial Bank by Taco Falls Properties. I didn't know it was called that.
Well,
LLC of Morristown in April for $225,000. A date for completion was not available as Taco Falls Properties could not be reached, and multiple requests to Taco Bell Corporation were not returned. I don't know. The company had not yet filed for a business license with the city of Pikeville as of Monday, June 21st. So it's in the works. I don't know.
If they've already paid for that land and they've
that's what I was thinking.
Almost $250,000 invested in Pikeville. They're going to do something.
I would think so too. I don't think they're just going to throw money like that away. As soon as I saw that part, I thought, yeah, surely they will come now, or they have more money than they know what to do with. It's one or the other. I don't know. But anyway, that is still in the works, so we will definitely keep you updated, folks, when we find out more about that. All right, Papa, you've got some announcements as well.
We're going to be a camping community in Pikeville
Are we?
for the next several weeks. The First Southern Baptist Church is going to have 3 camps this summer. So they're going to keep your children involved. They're going to keep them active. They're going to keep them in church instead of at home.
Right.
If you want to know anything about any of these camps, you contact the church office, which is 447-2849. 447-2849. And the sports camp is the first camp. And it will be held from June the 28th to July the 1st. Each day it will be from 9 o'clock in the morning until 1. That means there will be a meal served. The children that will be at this sports camp are from the age of 5 up to the completion of the 8th grade. All right, that's the sports camp.
I like that.
The next camp coming up will begin on July the 19th and go through the 22nd, and it's called the day camp. It will be from 9 until 2. Again,
Each day.
The age group is 5 years of age up through the completion of the 8th grade. How old you are.
Right.
11, 12, 13. No, it's the 5th grade. Beg your pardon.
Oh.
The day camp is just through the 5th grade. I looked at that wrong. That's the first mistake I ever made. Then after the day camp, we have the music camp.
Music camp, that's a new one.
It is. It will be from July the 26th to the 28th. This is just 3 days. And again, it is from 9 to 12. Again, that's the first time we just had 3 hours. But the age group for this is 5 years old up to the finishing of the 5th grade.
Got it right that time.
3 camps. Sports camp first, day camp second, and music camp third. We also have
pretty cool. They're all back to back, kind of.
If you want to learn sign language, we have a course being offered. I don't know exactly what night it is, but one night a week you can go there to our church and learn sign language.
Oh, cool. That.
That is.
You're not sure what night though?
No,
we'll find out.
It's in our church bulletin. Come church Sunday.
We'll find out for y'all and let you know. And the number they can call about these camps is 447-2849. That's the number to First Southern Baptist. So if y'all do have any questions about the sports camp, day camp, or music camp, give them a call, 447-2849. And you can register online at www.myfsbc.com.
The church
or you can go in person at the church office.
The church secretary is there from 9 to 2.
9 to 2 each day.
9 to 2.
Okay.
Except on Mondays.
Okay. Monday
no
you
one
can't
there
go.
on Monday.
So they can go Tuesday through
Friday
from 9 to 2.
Or call her.
Yeah. And I said that number, but I'll say it again, 447-2849. All right, well, that's it for announcements.
I believe that's enough.
I think so too, don't you? You're ready for your trivia, aren't you?
I do have a few ready. I do have a few.
A few, huh? Okay.
All right, are you ready?
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
You got to put on your thinking cap and go back in time.
Oh, great.
Spock's captain.
Kirk.
Captain Kirk.
Star Trek.
Star Trek.
Yeah.
Next Generation.
Yeah, that's the original one, isn't it? Yes, it is. There isn't a. I ain't gonna lie. I never got into Star Trek, but I mean, I remember the original. But the Next Generation and all that, I never got into all that.
Who was Captain Kirk? What was his name?
William Shatner.
William Shatner. I've seen him doing some advertising.
Oh yeah, he's in commercials all the time, really. Yeah. He's in a bunch of commercials. And obviously he's been in many other shows too since Star Trek.
And you can't forget Spock because he had those pointed ears.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
He was from a different planet.
He was, wasn't he? Those are the only two I remember. Or no, I remember Beam 'em up, Scotty.
Beam 'em up, Scotty. Yeah, Scotty.
Those are the only names
he
I
had
remember.
a Scottish accent.
Oh wow.
That's the reason they called him Scottish. All right.
I did not know that.
Boy,
Learn something every time.
If you just listen to me, you can learn a whole lot. Now listen, you know how long a century is? How many years?
Yeah, 100 years.
100. Now, what are the fractions of a century?
Fractions of a century.
How would you divide it up?
Decades.
Well,
10 years.
All right, that'd be 10 years, but if you wanted to break it down smaller than that.
That is the worst clue you've ever give.
How many makes 100? 100.
100.
So you got to go one at a time.
One year at a time?
That is how you break it down in fractions. 1 year, 2 years.
Oh, that was a trick question. I like my answer better.
All right. What do you apparently see when you see a mirage if you're crawling out on the desert and you're about to die? What do you see in your mirage?
In my mirage? What's
You know what a mirage
mirage?
You know what a mirage is?
Oh, I'm not. You tell me.
If you're out in the desert and you're crawling and you're dying of thirst,
I hope
and
I'm
you
never in that situation.
you hallucinate and you imagine you see.
Oh.
What would you want to see if you're crawling and you're
If you're
thirsty?
thirsty, you'd want to see all the water in the world.
What
You
would
don't see the ocean.
what would provide that in the desert?
In the desert. Cactus?
An oasis.
Cactus juice?
An oasis.
An oasis. Oh, okay. Man,
That's
these
where you
are
would
all
find
hard.
water. You would find water at an oasis.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I don't think there's a whole lot of those in the desert.
No, I don't think they are either. I don't think so.
Now, did you ever box?
No, but I'm familiar with boxing.
Danny Colvard was the
Yeah.
only local person I ever remember that was good at boxing. He went on and he did.
Mm-hmm.
He was active in it.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're not in the ring really boxing, but you are practicing boxing, what do you call practice?
Sparring.
Sparring. I'm
Yeah.
proud of you, Billy. I didn't think you'd know that.
I'm surprised. These are hard.
All right, now
You're punishing me this week, aren't you?
give me the direction of the north, south, east, west that the sun rises from.
Oh my God! Why are you doing this to me?
Where does the sun rise? In the
east.
Okay, in the east, you're right.
Okay.
I was going to say in the east or the west, but you said in the east.
It rises in the east.
Sets in the
Sets
west.
in the west.
A toupee hen.
A toupee, something similar to a toupee?
What's another word for a head cover?
Wig.
A wig.
Yeah.
A wig. You could also cover it with a hat, couldn't you?
You could. You sure could.
6 pointers. What are 6 pointers?
A deer. A buck. I'm just kidding, but your clues are terrible.
In the game, in sports.
I know what
What is a 6 pointer? What game would you be playing if a 6 pointer is scored?
Football.
Football.
Touchdown.
Touchdown is.
That's kind of a trick question, though.
Can
A
you-
lot of people would say 7, but you got to kick that point after.
Can't you remember John Ward saying, "Give him 6"?
Oh yeah, he did say that.
Give him
he
6.
did say that.
Trigonometry or calculus?
I will not get this right then.
What field of study would that be? Would it be English, history?
It's, I guess, math.
All right, math. Trigonometry, calculus. Algebra as far as I got.
Boy, isn't that the truth? I barely got through algebra. Now,
I was a whiz in algebra, but you think I use algebra now?
well, I kind of always felt like it didn't really need to be a requirement. That's just my opinion. I've never in life had to ask myself what X plus Y plus Z equals, since I've been out of high school, but, I can see if you're picking a field where you would use that, but...
Well, or you could use trigonometry and calculus too.
Yeah.
But I took math for the first 6 weeks when I was a freshman. I wanted math, and then I wanted Algebra 1.
Right.
And then I was going to take Algebra 2.
Yeah.
After the 6 weeks test, and I made 100 on the 6 weeks test, math was real easy to me. After 6 weeks, now I've been in there 6 weeks.
Right.
I come back to school on a Monday morning, and I go to my math class, only there's no math class in there. And
really?
And I'm standing there at the door, and they say, "What are you looking for?" And I said, "I'm looking for a math class." They said, "Well, you've been put in algebra." I said,
"Really?
I've been put in algebra, and I didn't ask for algebra." They made me go into algebra. I didn't get to take math the rest of the day.
Really?
And I think my rights were violated.
I think they might have been. You're right. I wouldn't have liked that at all. Algebra's a lot tougher, isn't it?
Yeah.
It really is. A lot tougher. That is no joke, Papa.
That's all of trivia now.
Thank the good Lord above. Man,
you did pretty good.
Well, thank you. Considering they were hard, and a couple of your clues were pretty sad, but it's all right. It's all right.
Okay.
But the last 3 weeks, I think I've gotten them all right. So
You've done well. You've done well.
You was gonna punish me this week, wasn't you?
You got to realize that these just come.
I know, they just pop in his head, folks.
And whenever I get one, I write it down. I can't have it because.
Well, you wrote down some doozies today,
I can't have it because some of them are odd.
Right.
Okay,
well, we can talk some sports if you want to.
I do have some sports activities going on.
We have the NBA playoffs going on.
We have the NBA, but we have college baseball still going on.
Yeah. Tennessee, I mean, who would have thought that they even made it?
Well, they didn't make it too far. They got put out in 2 games.
That was very disappointing because they did have a great season. But that's the first time they've been good in baseball in... I don't remember them ever being good in baseball until this year.
I would have thought by now that we would have read where Vitello got a raise and where they had promised they were going to enlarge the facilities.
Yeah.
Not one word.
True.
You wait and see. One day next week, if somebody doesn't do anything from the Tennessee Athletic Department,
he'll get offered a job.
He'll be offered a job at Texas A&M or LSU. You wait and see.
What makes you say that? What makes you say those two schools?
Openings.
Okay.
Openings. And they want him.
Oh, well, Tennessee don't need to let that happen because, I mean, literally, this is the first good year they've had.
They won.
Seems like in my lifetime.
They won 50 ball games.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
And some of the teams still playing have not won 40.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they should have done better in the postseason for sure. I don't know what happened there, but still, it was a tremendous season they had.
Got shut out in the first game, and they got beaten in the second game 8-4, I think.
Yeah, they didn't show up for the postseason.
Virginia beat them the first time, and Texas beat them the second time.
Mm-hmm.
But now, in baseball, the Atlanta Braves are in 4th place. And
they moved down a spot then.
They're 5.5 games out of first.
No.
While my Dodgers are in 2nd place, but they're 4 games out of first.
4 games out of who's in first place in their division?
The Giants, San Francisco Giants.
Oh.
And we only have a half game lead over San Diego Padres.
Really?
Yeah.
All the California teams battling out for that division.
I hadn't thought of that.
I can tell you that if I look on your face, but
I had not thought of that.
Usually the Dodgers the last few years have dominated that division.
You know what? I looked the other day, and our big biggest winner, Kershaw. He's won 8 and lost 6. That's not a good pitcher.
That's not good at all. No.
Now I want to brag just a little bit on softball. Baylor had a pitcher over here that
Talking about Baylor High School in Chattanooga.
Baylor in Chattanooga. Sid Berry is her name. SYD. She won 17 ball games and lost none.
Wow.
The season's over. She had 179 strikeouts in 77 innings.
God.
Her earned run average was 0.47 for the season.
Yeah.
She gave up 16 hits.
Just 16 hits all
16
season.
hits in 17 games.
Man alive.
And she was also pretty good with the bat. She had a 389 batting average.
Yeah.
She had 5 home runs and she had
really
28 RBIs.
That's really good for a pitcher. And they won the Division II championship.
She won the They won the championship, and she will be going to LSU.
I was about to say, surely a big school's after her. Then is she a senior or?
Yeah.
Okay, but she's going to LSU.
In golf,
I wish she was going to be a Lady Vol.
Wouldn't that be something to have a dominant pitcher that can step on the mound and give up 1 hit a game?
I know it, man.
And less than a half run per game.
Yeah. Tennessee shouldn't have let her get out of the state.
That's sad.
Yeah, they shouldn't have let that happen.
In golf, the United States Open in San Diego, California was played over the weekend, and they completed it last Sunday.
Okay.
There have been 121 U.S. Opens.
Wow.
The other 120, no one else had ever birdied 17 and 18, the last 2 holes. And by birdieing the last 2 holes, John Rahm, a Spaniard, won $2,225,000.
Goodness.
By getting a birdie on the last 2 holes, he won by 1 stroke.
Man.
And it was Father's Day, and he's got a little baby that's 10 weeks old, and so
wow, that life good for him right now.
He got $2.25 million.
Yeah, got a nice little nest egg.
But in basketball now, the Hawks are still active.
I can't believe it. I've not seen the Atlanta Hawks this good, and I couldn't tell you when.
They put the 76ers out.
They sure did.
They played the first game with Milwaukee last night
and beat them
and won
at Milwaukee.
116.
I watched it.
Did you?
I did. Yeah.
116 to 113.
It was a really good game. Actually, Milwaukee really should have won that game. They let it get away from them. They really did.
They should have won at home.
It was at home, but that's great for Atlanta, though. Great start.
One good thing about basketball, good news came out of Knoxville today.
We need it.
They will be playing before a packed house.
Oh, they should be. They should be.
Thompson Bowling Arena will be full, 20,000 plus.
Good. It should be.
I think so too.
Yeah.
The Olympics are coming up.
Yeah, I know that's a little controversial over that, aren't they?
Well, there's a lot of unsettling things going on in Tokyo.
Yeah.
But anyway, the number of Team USA swimming gold medals since 1896.
Okay.
We have won 246 gold medals.
Not too shabby.
23 of those belongs to Michael Phelps.
Oh, well, yeah. He said, I remember when he broke the record. Yeah.
He in 2008 he won 8 gold medals at that one Olympics in Beijing.
That's unbelievable. That's unreal.
We have a man that's trying out for the swimming team. His name is Ryan Luchette. He's 36 years old. And he wants to be the oldest male swimmer to compete in the games.
Okay.
And so he's going to go and try.
Okay. Oh, so it's not said
36 years
When do they
old.
do the tryouts?
They're doing them now.
Okay.
They're doing them
Okay.
now. That's all I have about the Olympics. Now, softball.
How did we have not really kept up with the softball very good this year, have we?
No, we're not, but Tennessee's coach, Ralph Weekly,
Like, how did they do? I don't even know.
they didn't do too well, I don't think.
They must not have, because usually you see them on TV every year a lot. They're usually far in the tournament, and that didn't happen this year.
No, they didn't. He and his wife have worked together.
Yeah.
He's retired.
Oh.
He's left it up to her. She's got 2 more years remaining on her contract.
Mm-hmm.
So Ralph Weekly's gone.
Maybe that's something. Maybe that was part of the problem then.
And then football.
They've co-coached for a long time.
Oh yeah, 20 years.
Yeah.
Now in football, this is sad. Tennessee had 5 quarterbacks on their roster.
Right.
We had one man that had come there. He was ranked number 18 in quarterbacks in the United States.
Uh-huh.
They caught him with marijuana, and he did not get to participate in spring practice because of the offense that he committed with marijuana. He repeated the offense.
He did?
And Josh Heupel does not believe in third strike. He dismissed him from the team yesterday. We still have 4 quarterbacks on hand.
Okay.
We have a transfer from Michigan.
Yeah.
And his name is Joe Milton.
Mm-hmm.
We have a transfer from Virginia Tech.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Hendon Hooker. Then we have left on the roster from last year, Brian Marr.
Right, right.
And we also have Harrison Bailey. So
Yeah.
there are still 4 quarterbacks scrambling for the number 1 position.
That'll be wide open. I would say, you know, the last 2 that you said, I would say they would normally have the advantage because they already know the system, but that's not the case this year because you got a whole new coaching staff coming in, so they're all learning a new system, so they wouldn't have that advantage.
That's all I have in sports.
Okay, all right. Well, after the break, folks, we'll be back for some good old Albertology.
Yeah, I do have some of those.
And some jokes. That's all coming up.
I do have some of those.
Well, I hope you do. Stay tuned, folks. That's coming up next.
Welcome to the Dunlap Mercantile, located in the heart of the beautiful Sequatchie Valley at 15664 Rankin Avenue in Dunlap, Tennessee. Stop in today for some Mayfield ice cream or a cup of community coffee, and if you're interested in renting this venue for your event, call 423-949-2552. Stay tuned to DunlapMercantile.com for concerts and events coming to the Dunlap Mercantile in 2021. God bless.
I'll take care of less today, Dylan. Oh, doggone, I lost my debit card.
Hey, use that new Mountain Valley Bank app we got. You know, Card Valet. You can freeze your card so nobody can use it till you find it.
That's a good idea, Dylan. Where was the last place I used my debit card?
I don't know. Hurry up. I can't stay this late for error. I feel like I'm doing the mannequin challenge. I'm gonna end up with lockjaw. Thank God.
The app freezes my debit card, Dylan, not you.
Oh.
Welcome back, folks, to the Albert and Billy Show here on WUAT Radio. and Channel 18 BTC Fiber and BTC Fiber YouTube page. And we want to thank our sponsors.
Yes, we do.
Citizens Tri-County Bank, North Main Street here in downtown Pikeville. Bilbrey Insurance over on Spring Street. You'll see Frank, Susan, and of course her little dog Sadie for all your insurance needs. She can really help you. The offices of Emma Boynton and Lisa Wheeler, Michael Walker, thank all you guys. Farm Bureau Insurance, you'll see Matt Massigill and his friendly staff down in South Pikeville. They're right by Putnam Reed Funeral Home and H&R Block behind it. Pikeville Family Dentistry, as Papa says, are catty corner to us here in our studios. The Loom, our next door neighbor, owner Judy Yates. She's been there for a long time, hasn't she?
I'm proud that she's able to still work.
Yep, she's doing a lot better.
Yeah, she is.
Glad to hear that. Nickel Roll Antiques, of course, definitely our closest neighbor. Come see Gail and her friendly staff here at Nickel Roll Antiques, and we have filmed an episode showing you everything in Nickel Roll Antiques. It is a cool place. So come check it out if you've never been here before. You won't regret it. And Morgan Brothers in the Venue, and State Farm Insurance on the bypass. Go see Nick Smith and his friendly staff over at State Farm Insurance. Mill Down Outdoor Adventures, that's Timmy Campbell, thank you, you guys. And then also the Country Gospel Bluegrass Showcase Sunday. Thanks to all of our sponsors.
We like them.
We do. And we like Albertology.
I do.
I bet you do. Well, what are you gonna enlighten us with today, Papa?
This is a hodgepodge.
Hodgepodge.
Well, everything that I do is hodgepodge. I skip from. I'm like a butterfly. Butterflies don't fly; they flit.
Oh yeah, they do, don't they?
So I just go from one topic to the other topic.
You're really good at that.
This antique shop that's right here next to us.
Yeah. Nickel Row.
Nickel Row Antiques. One of the people that has a booth in here is Ginger Greer. They live over on Mowbray Mountain. They come to our church, Ginger and Milton.
Okay.
About 2 weeks ago, she gave me a book that she wanted me to read. The name of the book was In Harm's Way. It is a book about the USS Indianapolis. The USS Indianapolis had the responsibility of delivering to one of the islands off Tokyo.
Oh, really?
In the Pacific, the bomb that would be used to bomb Hiroshima in just a few days. Because all the naval operations were geared toward invading Tokyo.
Yeah.
And they knew that it was going to be a costly venture because of all the lives that have been lost taking Okinawa and Iwo Jima would be pale compared to what the loss of life would be in taking Tokyo.
Right.
So they had been bombing Tokyo and trying to make it easier, but when this atomic device was tested, Truman, Harry S. Truman, sat in his office and made the decision that we would open atomic warfare by dropping an atomic bomb on Hiroshima.
Yep.
And this ship, the USS Indianapolis, did not know what they were delivering, but they delivered that bomb to the island where the plane, the B-29, would take off and would bomb Hiroshima.
Whoa. They didn't know.
Thousands and thousands and thousands of Japanese lost their lives,
Yeah.
and more were damaged.
Mm-hmm.
That did not bring Japan to their knees. It was necessary to drop a second bomb on Nagasaki.
Mm-hmm.
But the book was about the ship after they unloaded the bomb.
Mm-hmm.
They're on the way back to Leyte, one of the central islands where they were to report for duty.
Okay.
A Japanese sub spies them and torpedoes the ship with 2 torpedoes.
Oh.
1,196, I think, sailors are on board this USS air carrier.
Yeah.
900 and something boys lost their lives in the sinking of the Indianapolis. It went down in a hurry. The captain's name was McVeigh. He contemplated going down with his ship.
Oh, really?
Which you've heard of, that the captain always goes down with his ship.
Yeah.
He chose not to.
Yeah.
Instead, he jumped into the water along with the sailors.
Mm-hmm.
For 4.5 days, those sailors, some in rafts, some just floating with a life vest,
Mm-hmm.
survived without food, without water. Some in rafts had a little bit of food, malted milk crunchies or something.
Man.
And the sharks were picking them off one at a time.
Oh, man.
And finally, the Navy dropped the ball, I don't know how many times. They should have known that the aircraft carrier did not come back to base.
Absolutely.
They should have known that. But anyway,
They should have known quickly.
it went from bad to worse. But finally,
Yeah.
somebody hit upon the idea, hey, we need to do something. So then they started looking for, well, I think it's just accident they actually saw them. But anyway, 100 and some odd men were rescued.
Mm-hmm.
And Ginger Greer gave me this book and told me I needed to read it. She also brought me a Bledsonian. The Bledsonian had written this article about the USS Indianapolis being torpedoed.
Really?
Captain McVeigh bore the brunt of the damage done. He was court-martialed, the only sea captain that was ever court-martialed for losing his ship in wartime. And
Really?
they blamed him for not having a course where he would be zigzagging to elude any torpedoes.
Oh.
The Navy brought the Japanese commander of the submarine over here to testify against Captain McVeigh, and they brought him over here
Really?
in the court-martial trial. Captain McVeigh had hate mail coming from those 900 men that lost their lives. Their parents,
Oh, wow. So
they were sending him hate mail all the time.
he got blamed for everything?
He got blamed for it all. And finally, he went out on his front porch and took a pistol and just shot
I had a
himself.
feeling that was going to end with suicide. I don't know why.
So
'cause
I
don't know
called
the story.
Ginger. I called Ginger Greer last night, and I blessed her out. And I said, Ginger, you need your butt kicked instead of getting a pat on the back for making me read a sad book like that.
No kidding.
And you know what she told
No
me?
kidding.
She said, Albert, everybody needs to read that book to know what cost it is for us to have our freedom.
Yeah, you dang right. No,
You-
she's absolutely right.
The
about
USS
that.
Indianapolis is the name, and the name of the book is In Harm's Way. I hope people will read it.
In Harm's Way.
In Harm's
Okay.
Way.
I have to remember that. Very depressing, though. Very
It
depressing.
happened in July 1945, and the war ended in August. So that's how close. I mean, when they delivered that bomb, in just a day or two, the bomb was dropped on Hiroshima.
Right.
But they had to wait a few more days and drop one on Nagasaki.
I'm assuming he didn't know they were going to send torpedoes, and that's why he didn't zigzag. I mean, at the same time, he's human.
They told him that there was no submarine activity in that area.
Oh,
so he saw no need to zigzag.
Sounds like he got hated on way too harshly, actually.
I think so.
Don't blame too much for that.
All right, that's enough of that.
No kidding.
Ginger, I hope you enjoy your day. Last Thursday, a week ago yesterday, was the 136th birthday of the Statue of Liberty.
I didn't know that.
The Statue of Liberty was given to us by France.
I knew that.
And it's been standing in New York Harbor ever since. 136 years old.
Cool. I did not know that.
Bring me your huddled masses. That's what that supposed to stand for there.
Oh, really? Actually, I kind of thought it'd be older than that, to be honest with you.
I think they've had to redo it a few times. Been defaced.
I would say so. Yeah.
I've got some famous people's sayings that I want to share with you.
Well, share away, Papa.
The best and most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or touched. They must be felt with the heart. That's Helen Keller. She was blind.
She would know.
She said you must feel them with your heart. You can't even touch them.
Yeah.
She could touch.
Probably the most famous blind person, one of, for sure.
And of course, she had a helper that helped her to communicate. Where flowers bloom, so does hope. That's Lady Bird Johnson, Lyndon Baines Johnson. Where flowers bloom, so does hope. Flowers are beautiful.
Yeah, makes sense.
Carolyn had a green thumb. Anything she touched would grow.
Yeah, that's true.
Benjamin Franklin said this: where liberty dwells, there is my country.
Yeah.
The United States has tried, I think, over the years to cram down our liberty in other people's throats over the world, and sometimes those other countries...
That happens too much. We need to mind our own business.
They don't want liberty. They want to remain a monarchy.
Oh, shoot, you got people here in this country that want to do that.
Yeah.
And it's scary, and it's not good.
This goes along with Ginger.
Okay.
Our flag does not fly because the wind moves it. It flies with the last breath of each soldier and sailor who died to protect it.
Wow, that's powerful. Who said that?
Anonymous. Oh. Mark Twain said this. Mark Twain. I love reading Mark Twain. Give away every day the chance to become. Give every day the chance to become the most beautiful day of your life.
Yeah, I like that. That's from Mark Twain.
Let yourself go. You're bound to bloom soon. That's anonymous.
Who said that?
That's anonymous.
You can't read your own writing, can you? And the bad part is, folks, is I'm not kidding. He can't read his own writing.
To start a journey of 1,000 miles, it must be taken one step at a time. That was Lyndon Baines Johnson. To start a step of 1,000 miles, you must begin one step at a time.
Yeah, I like the other ones better.
I wouldn't want to walk 1,000 miles.
No.
Ralph Waldo Emerson said this one.
I've heard of him.
He was a great author.
Okay.
Do not go where the path may lead. Go instead where there is no path and leave a trail.
Be a trailblazer.
I've heard that before.
I've actually never heard that saying, but I like it.
These are 3 suggestions from Albert.
Really?
I've adopted these. Listen, there are 3 sayings.
His favorite words, listen.
Live well,
Okay.
laugh often,
Right.
love much.
Well, I agree with those.
Those are famous sayings from Albert.
I like that.
You remember Chris Christopherson?
Of course. Yeah, he's a legend.
I saw him on Grit the other night. He was in the movie with Johnny Cash and I don't know who all.
Him and Johnny Cash have some good songs together with Waylon and Willie, the Outlaws.
I think Willie's in there too.
He might be. He might be.
Willie's still active, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
To me, if you love it, this is Celebrity Cypher. That's the reason he's doing it. I do this every day.
Okay.
To me, if you love it enough to devote your life to it, then you're doing the right thing.
Yep.
If you devote your life to
Christopherson
something,
said that.
Chris Christopher.
I think he's still alive though too. I believe.
I don't know.
I think, yeah.
Do you know a man by the name of Peyton Manning?
No, Papa, I ain't never heard him.
Our song leader at church knows Archie.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Really?
Peyton Manning has come up with a new game,
Has he?
and it started this week, June the 22nd. Today's the 25th.
Okay. What kind of game are we talking
It's
about?
a battle of the brain. It was Auburn and Alabama, the one that I saw this week. It's
A game show?
It's a game show, but they're winning college scholarships.
Oh, okay.
But it's just
God.
questions that they're to answer.
Yeah.
And they've got 3 people on each team.
Yeah.
And they can talk with one another to come up with the answers.
Okay.
But the name of it is Capital One College Bowl. It's a reenactment of the College Bowl that ran from 1953 to 55. Then they redid it again, and it came on in 59 and lasted till 70. That was 11 years.
Yeah.
And so now they've got the College Bowl back again, and Peyton Manning and Cooper, his brother, they're the
yeah.
ones that are the MCs.
Really? What channel? Do you know what channel it comes on?
NBC.
Cool. You know what not?
Well, that was that was the 22nd. Figure it up. Today's the 25th. That'd be
So
on
it was
Wednesday. Tuesday or Wednesday.
Okay. Oh. Yeah. Was that like? So it just premiered. It's very new.
This was. I got to see the initial show.
Oh, okay. I'll check that out. That sounds like a good show.
When tornadoes hit, and they hit, there's a season for tornadoes.
Yeah. Yeah.
The damage caused just here in the southeast, I want to give you the 10 most damaged states.
Okay.
And I'll give you the number of tornadoes that caused the damage.
Okay.
Alabama's number 1. They had 730 tornadoes from 2000 to 2009.
No, this is just the southeast, right?
Just
okay.
the southeast.
Okay.
The damage in Alabama has been $1.9 billion.
Woo.
But they had 730 tornadoes.
Yeah. It's a
Mississippi had 881, $1.5 billion. Tennessee is 3rd on the list with 319 tornadoes that cost us $725 million.
Gosh.
Georgia had 429 tornadoes, $661 million. North Carolina had 369, $617 million. Louisiana had 559,
Dang.
$470 million. They get the brunt of it, I would think.
Well, of course they do.
But
They
Alabama
had
Mississippi had the most, 881.
Well, you got to think about Louisiana and Mississippi, for that matter, also can get hurricanes.
Yeah,
you gotta think about
and
that.
Tennessee gets hurricanes too.
Well, Tennessee don't get hurricanes. I mean, the weather can affect. But I mean, like,
the
they
water,
can literally
the
get
rain.
it. Yeah. Well, even Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana. I mean, they're all the bottom part of the states are on the coast. So
Yeah.
So they get both. They get a double whammy.
Kentucky just had 381, $202 million. Florida just got 354.
Wow. But,
So they must
but
come-
they really get, but hurricanes hit them hard.
They must go up in the Gulf of Mexico.
Probably so. Probably so.
And in South Carolina, they had 224.
That's nowhere near as bad as others.
Tornadoes are hard things for people to have to go through.
You dang right.
Because
That's why I would not want to live. Let's see, where Oklahoma, Kansas. Seems like those were the worst.
that's where the Dust Bowl was.
Yeah, like I mean, it's just tornado city in those two places. Seems like.
The thing about losing your home is you can rebuild a home, but you can't go back into that home and get those photographs and
I know.
things that would have sentimental value to them.
Yeah, I know it.
Those are gone forever.
Mhm.
I've got some presidents that I want to talk about with the thumbnail sketch.
Mhm.
You remember Ronald Reagan, number 40?
Yeah. Yep.
Ronald Reagan was a sports announcer.
I didn't
He
know
was
that.
an actor,
I didn't know that.
and then he became a governor. That gave him the step into politics.
Okay. No, was he the governor of California?
I don't remember.
Pretty sure he was.
His first wife was Jane Wyman, an actress.
Mhm. Mhm.
And his second wife, of course, he stayed with her, Nancy.
Nancy Reagan.
He would belong to the Republican Party,
Mhm.
and at 69, he was the oldest president ever elected until Joe
Yeah.
Biden got elected. I think he's 70.
I don't know. I think he might be older than that.
His vice president was George Bush.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's the one that sent troops into Grenada, the island of Grenada. You probably don't remember that.
Mm-mm.
Under his
But
watch,
I do. I mean, I obviously was very young then, a kid, but I do remember when he was president. That's when we were kind of feuding with Russia a lot, wasn't it?
well, he was president from 81 to 89. So what year
Yeah.
were you born?
Well, I mean, wasn't that? Didn't he have like what was it called? The Iran contraband or something like that.
I don't have it down here.
Okay, well that was some big thing that happened under him too, and stuff with the Soviet Union. Yeah, that was the Gorbachev era.
Well, I don't have any of that down.
Well, Papa, you slacking.
While he was president, the first woman was sworn into the Supreme Court, Sandra Day O'Connor.
Oh, okay.
The Challenger exploded, killing all the
yeah.
astronauts aboard.
And I was a little kid for that too, but I remember it was in school, and that was crazy. That
They
was
attempted
crazy.
to assassinate him, and he lived.
Yeah, I knew that too. Yeah.
He appeared in more than 50 movies.
Oh well, yeah, because he started out as an actor, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, kind of like the Terminator done, Arnold Schwarzenegger. He became governor
All right.
of California.
George Bush then was vice president under him, and so he steps up. He was a congressman, and he was vice president, and he went to Yale. His vice president was Dan Quayle.
Mm-hmm.
He
He caught a lot of flack, didn't he?
He
Dan
and
Quayle.
Gorbachev signed a treaty to reduce the nuclear weapons.
Okay.
The Berlin
Hello.
Wall. The
Hello,
Berlin Wall was
Linus.
torn down.
That was a big thing.
And the Soviet Union dissolved into small republics during George Bush's administration.
Mm-hmm.
They invaded Panama and captured Noriega.
Oh,
That was
okay.
while he was president. He drove Iraq out of Kuwait.
I know the Iraq War, the Gulf War took place
Yep.
under him.
We had a deep recession under his leadership.
Mm-hmm.
Debt and deficits kept on growing and growing.
I do remember one famous thing he said. Remember this? Read my lips.
Yeah.
No new taxes.
No,
well,
you
that come
remember
back.
that.
That come back to bite him hard, didn't it?
The LA riots took place while he was president.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was a Navy pilot from 1942 to 45 during World War II.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He was the director of the CIA for 2 years.
Didn't know
I
that
didn't know
either.
that. His family lived in Kennebunkport, Maine. I did know that.
Did you?
And he was
Way
the
up in
ambassador to
Texas.
the United Nations for 3 years. George Bush.
Yeah. Well, they ended up in Texas apparently at some point because
Yes, that's
you know
where
that's where his political career.
There.
Yeah.
Bill Clinton, number 42.
That's who beat
Bill
Bush when he
Clinton.
was running for re-election. That's when that phrase that I said come back to bite him. To read my lips, no new taxes. That come back to bite Bush hard in that election.
Bill Clinton's name is William. Of course, your name is
Mine's William.
William. His name is William Jefferson Blythe IV. He just goes by William J. Clinton. He changed to his stepfather's name,
Oh, okay.
which was Clinton.
Okay.
He didn't like the name Blythe.
Really?
Evidently, his daddy must not have been a very good daddy.
Yeah, it must not have had a good relationship at all.
He was a smart man. He was a Rhodes Scholar. Not many people make it to a Rhodes Scholar.
Right.
He was a lawyer
Mm-hmm.
and a law professor.
Oh,
He was
wow.
Attorney General, governor.
Of Arkansas.
He did a little at a time, setting up himself to be president.
Definitely.
His wife's name was Hillary. I guess you remember that.
Of course, yeah.
Remember his vice president, Al Gore, from Tennessee.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
His father died before he was born, so he wouldn't know anything about his daddy.
Oh, well, that answers that question.
So I guess that's the reason he took on his stepdad's name.
Well, because I'd say that ended up being his daddy. That's the one that raised him, I'd say, obviously. Yeah.
His wife was a lawyer also,
Hillary, yeah. Mhm.
and he could play a saxophone.
I didn't know that.
You never have heard him play?
I don't think so, no.
He's done some gigs on television,
Bill Clinton.
and buddy, he can play that sax.
I did not know that.
All
did
right,
not.
I've got.
Yeah, we need to hear some jokes after that.
All right, we'll give you a few jokes.
A couple of depressing stories you had there. We need to end with.
What did the buffalo say to his son as he went off to college? The buffalo.
Oh, go ahead.
What did he say to his son?
Oh, what did the buffalo say to his son as he went off to college? I don't know.
Bye, son. Ethan knew that one. A little boy.
I hate these because every time you say, I'm like, dang it, I should have got that.
A little boy was crying, and his dad walked up to him and said, "Son, what's the matter?" The little boy said, "Dad, my dog just died." The dad said, "Oh, that's all right, son. He'll go to heaven."
Right.
The little boy said, "What would God want with a dead dog?" My father told me about the oral exam he took to drive a truck back in the early 1940s. He had to take an oral exam.
Mm-hmm.
So the man that's giving him the test says, "You're headed down a steep grade into the center of town. When you discover your brakes are out, what do? I pull the emergency brake on. That doesn't work. You have too much load.
Okay.
I downshift to cut my speed. That won't work. You're going too fast. I reach over and wake up Ed, my driving partner." The man said, "Why do you want to wake Ed up?" He said, "Ed's never seen a wreck like this."
Oh my God.
This is going to be a super wreck.
He'd pretty much give up on it, hadn't he?
Now you
What you got there?
You wouldn't remember Carrie Nation, but Carrie Nation was the one that led.
No clue.
Carrie Nation led the drive to get alcohol out of the picture.
Oh, okay.
And you know what?
So that must have been like in the 20s or something.
It was.
Yeah.
Somebody told me today that your mother told me this. She said marijuana is legal in some states.
Well, you knew that. Of
Okay.
course.
But she said you'll never see alcohol disbanded.
No.
But alcohol kills more people than marijuana.
Oh, I agree with that. Yeah. it's
Carrie,
actually more dangerous.
Carrie Nation
than
said
marijuana.
this about alcohol.
Okay.
Men are nicotine soaked, beer besmirched, whiskey greased, red-eyed devils.
At times they are.
She didn't think too much of men. Benjamin Franklin said, and Benjamin Franklin was a wise man. He invented a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
He said, many men die at 25, but they aren't buried until they're 75. When a man brings his wife flowers for no reason, there is a reason.
They're in the doghouse.
I require 3 things in a man. He must be handsome, he must be ruthless, and he must be stupid.
Well, so she can tell him, so she can call all the shots.
Brother Jim says all men are stupid. He looks right at me when he says that.
Shoot.
Joan Rivers, you remember Joan Rivers?
Yeah.
She said,
Yeah.
you make the beds, you do the dishes, and 6 months later you got to do the same thing again. That's about how long, Joanne, I let my dishes go.
She was a legendary comedian.
Legendary. She had a sharp tongue.
She did that. She did. You know what? Ironic about her though is, you know, she always had. She had way too many plastic surgeries, you know, and got attention for that, of course. But you know, that's how she died. She was under the knife for another plastic surgery, and that's how she died.
I had somebody tell me
they messed up on her, obviously, big time.
Well, they had to.
Yeah. Oh, they were. I mean, it showed up. The doctors and nurses were even taking pictures of her because she was a celebrity and stuff. I mean, it was craziness when it was all said and done. It shouldn't have never happened, but it's just very ironic that that's how she.
I had a lady
died.
friend to tell me a couple of weeks ago that I've been having a lot of trouble with my eyes. I've got an appointment the 5th to go back to the eye doctor, but she said I need to have some of this eye removed so that my eyes will be open. Lee Trevino. Lee Trevino.
Yeah. Lee Trevino.
He's a golfer.
Oh, never mind. You know, I was thinking of the ESPN sportscaster that hates Tennessee. That's Lee Corso.
Oh, yeah.
Lee Corso. Okay. Lee Trevino. Go ahead.
Trevino said, my divorce came as a complete surprise. That will happen when you haven't been home for 18 months. All men make mistakes, but married men find out about them first. That was Red Skelton.
I've heard that name.
Red Skelton was a comedian.
Oh, okay.
He was noted for being a mime. A lot of the comedy he carried out was never a word of dialogue at all. He just acted it out.
Kind of like Charlie Chaplin.
Well, no, Charlie Chaplin was in silent movie.
Oh yeah. Okay.
A mime is one that.
I mean, I know what a mime is, though.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Zsa Zsa Gabor said this.
She was a pistol.
She was a pistol.
Yeah.
She said this. She was married to Conrad Hilton.
Mm-hmm.
She said, Conrad Hilton was very generous to me in our divorce. He gave me 5,000 Gideon Bibles. very, very thoughtful.
Yeah. Yeah, and he was like a multi-millionaire too, which she wasn't hurting for money herself. Her sister was on Green Acres.
Yeah.
Ava Gabor. Yeah.
And she had an accent, buddy.
She did, definitely.
Do you know who the male actor in that was?
Mm-hmm. Eddie Albert.
Eddie Albert.
One time I think I remember asking, like, did y'all name him after him? But no, I guess you did.
Of course, the Albert came from me.
Yeah, so
But Eddie, she had a brother named Eddie Klein.
so yeah, so
So I guess
just a coincidence, yeah.
I don't want to say that one. When they asked George Washington for his ID, he just pulled out a quarter.
That's a good one. One more.
All right. This is a bumper sticker in Atlanta.
Oh God. Okay.
Go Braves!
Yeah.
And take the Falcons with you.
Ooh. Man, that's a good one.
That's a good ending on it.
That really is. Well, and now, like, we was talking about the Hawks earlier. I can't believe they're doing so good in the playoffs. I'm pulling for them. Maybe they'll win.
Well, it's because of that one player.
Yeah, Trae Young.
Trae Young.
Man alive, he's good. Yeah.
Man, he's flat good.
Yeah, he nearly had 50 points last night. I think he had 48 points. He's really what kept them in the game to get them in the position to make that last run to win it.
Of course, what they do, they set him up for his shots.
Mm-hmm. And he makes them.
But at the same time, he gets some assists.
Yeah.
Because he is a playmaker too.
Definitely, yeah.
But it's interesting to see how they free up one another to get open long enough. They don't need but a split second.
I know, it's amazing.
And usually whenever they fire it, it's a three-pointer.
I know it. And you're right, they just need half a second to get that shot off, and that's it.
When they compare players today with players of yesteryear like Michael Jordan, that was before the three-pointer.
Well, Michael Jordan wasn't for a three-pointer. You'd have to go back further than him.
Would you?
Mm-hmm. But I know what you're saying, yeah.
Well, they've been comparing, and some said Michael Jordan's the greatest player of all time, and some say LeBron James is, and some say that...
Well, the trouble with anything like that is everybody's different. People have their own opinions, and it's what do you consider that, like, yeah, Michael Jordan is a great player. LeBron James is a great player. Larry Bird's a great player. He was the best shooter of all time.
I think Jerry West should have been there somewhere.
Yes. I mean, there's a bunch of them you could say that
Bill
about.
Chamberlain.
Oh,
Bill
absolutely.
Russell.
Yeah.
You could go on and on. Bob Cousy.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's no definitive answer on that. And there never will be. Because everybody will have a different
Well, now
opinion.
there's another one. I can't remember his name. He's 6'11". He's a black man, and they brought his name into the picture as being the most outstanding player of all time. His initials are KD.
What?
KD.
6'11" though.
6'11".
KD.
He's good. He's flat good. But you'd have to
Is
be
this
good.
from a long time ago though?
No, he's still playing.
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant.
Oh yeah, he is.
They
good.
said he was the #1 player.
Well, I mean, he would be in the conversation. I don't think he's quite at the level of the names that we said, but he could be there one day for sure. He's
Well,
very
at
good.
the rate he's going to score a lot more points because he gives you 35 points a game.
Yeah, he's very good, no doubt about it.
Very good.
All right, folks. Well, that's it for Albertology, and that's it for this edition of the Albert and Billy Show. Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you guys next week for another edition of the Albert and Billy Show. You guys have a great week. So long, folks.
See you later.
Hey, folks. Albert and Billy here. You're watching us on Channel 18, BTC Fiber. Check us out on BTC Fiber YouTube channel. Be sure to subscribe and like. And check out our Facebook page. Be sure to like and share. Thanks everybody for watching.